So basically, I really wanted a concept where I can utilize the features of the Sony Burano.
Our Burano experience is nothing short of fantastic.
The idea was I wanted something where I can use some low light, take advantage of course, the raw. I can take advantage of colors, then I can really use for color grading. Hey, hi, I'm Tadena. I'm a Sony Alpha Professional. I am a director and I'm a cinematographer. I really like the idea, of course, concept of maybe using a lot of autofocus where, other cameras don't really have that feature, especially in the cinema line. So these were the things I was really excited about. So when I thought of the concept, parang the idea was really a concept of basically a girl who is in a room and she's depressed, but then of course she lies in bed and puts herself in a daydream and transports herself in some sort of a dream world, no?
The first Burano feature that I really love is the XOCN format. Basically, it's Sony's version of RAW, all caps. It shoots up to 8K, 16-bit in incredibly tiny file size. Plus, it also has great compatibility in post-processing softwares.
And in this dream world, it's a very colorful place where a lot of things can happen. So there's a lot of movement. She starts to move freely. It's sort of like symbolizing that she's happy and free. So these things, parang it's sort of an escape from what she's experiencing in real life. For me, I think this is the perfect idea to, be able to use a lot of like handheld shots, which I was really excited about, especially with the internal stabilization of the Sony Burano. Again, the autofocus, because we will keep on following the talent. She's dancing, constantly moving. We're in dark places, and lighting is very playful. So that idea was the perfect one for this. It's also short enough to to be able to showcase to people and enjoy it.
The second feature that I love, which is not possible before, is the IBIS, internal body image stabilization, and the variable ND filter from 0.6 to 2.1. For all filmmakers out there, I know it's a dream come true for all of us. The third Burano feature that I really love goes external. The Burano can meet the needs of both single operator and crewed productions. Its adjustable configurations make it suitable for a variety of shooting styles and setups.
So basically, for me, what's important for me, especially nowadays, is to be able to set up fast and be able to move faster. And the ways to do that, of course, is, if you have a Sony Burano, the focusing is a less of a problem. These are features that most of the Sony cameras have, especially from the line of the FX6, FX9. And now, when you talk about cinema line, usually it's fully manual. We're talking about cinema lenses. There's no such thing as autofocus. And what excited me about the Burano when it came out is the idea that you can actually have the full autofocus system in it and be able to put G-Master lenses. And you can do that in less than 5 minutes. From shifting from the traditional PL mount into an E-mount. So I was really excited when I tested it myself, literally 3 to 4 minutes. Maybe 3 minutes if you're in a hurry. It's just a couple of screws and you're on E-mount. So that was a feature I really found helpful to me. Another thing that they added to it is what most cinema cameras don't have is the internal stabilization. And you'll notice that when you do a lot of handheld, it's not totally a Steadicam or anything like that, but you have less of the jitter when you're operating, especially when you're handheld and you're moving it constantly. It doesn't feel like the scene feels smoother in terms of handhelding. Especially in my field, I do commercials a lot, and clients don't like the jittery movement. But there's still you can still mix it with handheld. So those are two features that's very strong to me, and still it has dual-based ISO, so you basically can shift from 800 to 3200 easily, which is helpful. 3200 is a lot for low light, especially for this kind of for a cinema camera. Lastly, if I may add, is really adding RAW to it, because I've been a user of FX6 and even A7S3 and the FX3, and the only missing thing for me as a director and cinematographer to be able to use it for commercials is having a RAW setting, no? In my field, very important yung color grading. The workflow is really longer, no? You really meticulously fix colors after each project. So having a RAW and 16-bit color information to play with is super helpful. Those are the features I really love about the Sony Burano.